Hey, what's up, everybody? This is 24 Chambers of Film. I'm Steven. This is Nathan. And today we're going to be reacting to a new trailer called Saturday Night, directed by Jason Reitman. If you don't know who Jason Reitman is, he directed the movie Juno. He's directed Men, Women, and Children. He's directed not the recent Ghostbusters, but the one before that, the first reboot. So, yeah, he's made a lot of good movies. Thank You for Smoking, which is another great movie, I think. But yeah, what you know anything about this movie, Nate?
I do not know anything about it. I just know it's based on Saturday Night and basically
Based on Saturday Night or
the
Saturday Night Live?
Saturday Night Live, but basically like the time leading up to that show, like the 24 hours before or something along those
Like the
lines, but
first
I'm not
episode,
100%
right?
sure. Yeah, I don't even think it covers the first episode. It's I guess
No, it's the
like
night leading up.
leading up, yeah,
It's
leading up
the
to the
it's the
show.
same. It's the same. It's the premiere day of the first episode, and it's what leads up to it. Is
Yeah,
what I'm
so
getting at from what I've heard. But yeah, let's
let's
check
get
it out.
into it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, free comedy show, plenty of seats, plenty of tickets left, guys. Free show. Fuck's sake.
So, big night.
Look, my name is Lorne Michaels. I'm the producer of Saturday Night.
The whole night?
Yeah, the whole night.
Chevy, Gilda Radner, Dan Ayika. How the fuck do you pronounce this?
Really?
You know, I was thinking, why don't we punt? We should run the dress rehearsal and claw back a win next Saturday.
We can't, Dick. It's a live show.
We're just not ready.
Doesn't matter that we're ready. It matters that it's 11:30. That's when we go on.
Lauren, all I'm trying to do is give you advice. It's in everyone's best interest, mainly yours.
Sorry, was that a threat?
Look around, Lorne. You haven't locked the script. Your crew is in open rebellion.
Fuck you, fuck you.
I definitely fuck you.
The writers on the 17th floor tied a belt around Big Bird's neck and hung him from my dressing room door.
So tell me how you fit into this ensemble.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Team makes more money playing runes of the Tonight Show.
I don't know why I look at it and I think of the show Taxi Driver.
Relevant is this show? That's logical.
Or what is it called? Taxi Driver? No, what's it called?
Taxi.
Taxi.
Who've never made anything. Do you ever stop and wonder why they said yes?
And Willem Dafoe.
Culture show starring total unknowns with zero narrative and even less structure.
That's Belushi, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
They want you to fail.
You just have to make it to air.
Am I still in the show?
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, tripped over my penis.
That's supposed to be Chevy Chase.
You know where that guy's from? I was trying to think about it. Did you ever see the show Gotham?
No, I mean I know of it, but I never watched it.
He plays the Riddler, Edward Enigma.
Oh, he does. Nice.
in the show Gotham. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where I'd seen him before, and I couldn't think about it. And then it just hit me that yeah, he's from Gotham. Okay. Never would have pegged him as being tapped to play somebody like Chevy Chase.
Yeah, it seems like he kind of got the voice down a little bit. But yeah, no, I mean, what are your thoughts on this movie?
It seems interesting. Look, when it comes to Saturday Night Live, I watch like the clips, like the big skits that they've done. I've seen. I'm not a avid Saturday Night Live watcher. I don't think I've ever actually seen one live. It's always clips that I see. The guy that they got to play Lorne Michaels though looks pretty good. Like as Lorne Michaels, they did a very good job with that. Yeah, Chevy Chase, from a distance, that looks like Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
When he gets closer, I don't think he looks that much like Chevy Chase. The Belushi guy, I think, looks like Belushi. I was trying to figure out who Aykroyd was, and my only guess would be the one with the mustache, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
That's the guy from the Maze Runner.
The main guy from the Maze Runner?
That's him, yeah.
No way.
Dylan O'Brien, yeah. I'm looking at the
Oh,
cast.
wow.
Playing Dan Aykroyd, yeah. I mean,
Oh.
Dan Aykroyd was, skinny back then. He wasn't like
No, I know, but even
Yeah.
just from the face, I didn't recognize him because I
Yeah,
love the
he's
Maze
got-
Runner. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, he has the mustache, and yeah, that's him. Yeah, Dylan O'Brien.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think I'm into this movie. Looks like my kind of movie. I like movies that kind of take place in the course of one night or a day. Um, this is obviously it. It's a story that I'm not too familiar of, like the leading up to the first episode. I don't know like the history of that necessarily. Obviously, I'm familiar with some of those actors like Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase, being in the one of the first cast members of Saturday Night Live, so that's cool. The cast looks great. I like what I've seen. Willem Dafoe, like you said, J.K. Simmons is in the cast. As I'm looking at here. The guy
Was
who plays
J.K.
Warner-
Simmons the guy who was saying the names? It kind of
I
sounded
don't,
like
I don't
him,
know. I don't know. I have to double check.
but I couldn't tell because they didn't show the guy's face and he had hair, and I don't think I've ever seen J.K.
It's not
Simmons.
him. They showed J.K. Simmons in the trailer.
Okay.
Rachel Sennott, she's a great up and coming actor. She's in that movie Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. You got Nicholas Braun. He's also a good actor. You got the guy who's playing Lauren Michaels, Gabriell LaBelle. I saw him in this movie this year called Snack Shack, and he's one of the main leads, and he was really good. So seeing him in this movie, I'm like, oh, nice. He's gonna do great with this role, I think, because he was hilarious in that movie, and he does kind of, he has a familiar. He looks similar to Lauren Michaels in a way, like as a young Lauren Michaels. So I think they did a great casting, and I think he's going to be great. The guy that he's talking to, that's telling him, maybe we should just punt it, and go for next week. Cooper Hoffman, that's Philip Seymour Hoffman's son.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, he was in the movie Licorice Pizza, Licorice Pizza by Paul Thomas Anderson. He was one of the main leads in that came out in 2021 or 2022. I think it was 2021. But yeah, he looks like he's going to be a good actor, just like his father. But yeah, I dig this. I'm a fan of Jason Reitman. I don't know if you've seen most of his films. Like I mentioned, Thank You for Smoking. You've seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that movie.
I think I've seen all the ones that you mentioned, honestly.
He did the movie Up in the Air with George Clooney.
Yeah, that's a really good movie.
That's a good one. He did the movie Labor Day with Josh Brolin and Kate Winslet, which is I think a pretty good movie.
That's a good movie for a chick flick too.
And he did the movie, like I said, it's called Men, Women, and Children with Adam Sandler, and I thought that was a really good movie.
Not seen that one though.
Yeah, he did Young Adult, with
one with Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron, that was a really funny movie, I thought.
But she's 49.
Huh?
She just turned 49, Charlize Theron.
Yeah, I know. She's up there.
That's crazy. So I remember seeing her in 2 Days in the Valley.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, but he's done a lot of good movies, in my opinion. And I think his most recent one was the Ghostbusters Afterlife. Not the newest one, but the one before that.
Yeah, that one was good. I like that one.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. It wasn't anything great, but I thought it was a fun time. And yeah, I liked it for the most part. But yeah, I think he's a talented director. His dad is obviously Ivan Reitman, who did the original Ghostbusters movies, the first two. And he did Animal House, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Jim Belushi looks great. The guy that casted for Jim Belushi, he looks like him. Obviously, you don't get to hear him speak, or you see a little bit of him kind of acting out, but it looks like they casted him pretty well. And the guy, Corey Michael Smith, is the guy who's playing Chevy Chase, that you said is from Gotham. But yeah, yeah, it looks well made too. It looks like they really captured the time period of the 70s from the look of it. So yeah, I think it's gonna have good humor from what I see in the trailer. So hopefully it delivers. Hopefully it's a compelling story of that night. I'm curious how much of it is true once I see the movie.
I have no idea of what their obstacles were to start that show. You hear all the stuff from the stuff, how Chevy Chase was behind the scenes. You hear stories of that kind of stuff. So again, I go into this and I don't know where the actual issues going into the first show that they ever did. I think it's kind of crazy to think that Saturday Night Live is still going on now, right?
Yeah.
And I could be wrong about this, but I feel it has to be one of the longest running like live shows like with humans that is not like news or anything like that. Because The Simpsons, right, is supposed to be the longest running one that's animated though.
Yeah. So what's it been going on? 40 years at least now. Saturday Night
I
Live?
don't know. It's been going on for a long time
That's
though.
1974, and we're in
Yeah.
2024. Yeah, it's been going a long fucking time.
Well, hold on. 84, 94,
It's 50
2004,
years.
2014, 2050 years. That's
50
insane.
years. That's pretty amazing. And like I said, like you mentioned, I'm not a big Saturday Night Live. There was a moment where I actually watched it. I never watched it live, but I had all the DVDs like of the certain castmates, like Will Ferrell,
Okay.
Jimmy Fallon, and other ones. And I remember watching a lot of those skits, like that time era when Will Ferrell came on, like right after, like that period where him, Jimmy Fallon, Horatio Sands, like those guys were on there. That's when I really watched it, and I thought it was hilarious during that time. And there's still some bits that I've seen now that are like clips that are funny. I've never really been into like. I never really tried to like go deep dive into like the ones when Eddie Murphy and all them and Chevy Chase. I've seen like clips of it, but never seen like a full like a full like set of. I've seen like clips because they've been talking about it, more like in highlights, not like actually watch the clip from like a segment and stuff like that. So yeah, I think maybe one day I'll go down that rabbit hole, but right now probably not. But I do like some great Saturday Night Live ones that have been hilarious. I think like from that decade that I watched, Will Ferrell and Jimmy Fallon and stuff.
Yeah, like as far as the show goes, I mean, most of the clips that I see now have to do when they have a big guest host the show. Like I don't know if you've seen the one recently when Shane Gillis was on there.
Yeah, I saw
that they had some good skits, like when they go to the Jamaican church and stuff like that. I thought that was funny, and I just think it's awesome because he got signed right to Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Shane Gillis did, and then he got basically cut because of his old Gilly and no, well, it wasn't because they also saw like the Gilly and Keeves or whatever YouTube thing he has as well that caused like some controversy. I don't know if you've ever seen some of those clips. They're pretty funny though.
I don't remember, but I remember it was an old tweet and it was something to do with
I don't remember. Either way, he basically got canceled before he got on the show, right? But it's awesome that he's been able to bounce back and then he was able to host the show. And when it comes to all the stuff as far as the show goes and behind the scenes, everything I've ever heard of is just specific drama to specific actors, right? Chevy Chase, Belushi, Farley and his drug issues and all that kind of stuff. So I'm actually surprised that, I mean, I think it's cool that they're making a movie and it's not going for the easy bait of, let's do a story on all the bull crap with Chevy Chase. Let's do a story on Farley, Belushi, whatever you want to call it. They're going with something like, hey, this is all the effort it took to get this show off the ground that's been on the air now for 50 years.
Yeah, and I'm not big on biopic movies in general. They're definitely probably my least favorite type of subgenre in films. But when they do them right, I usually like it when they do stuff like where they pick a moment in time and capture that specific moment like they're doing here. It's not like I'm not getting the beginning when they were a kid and all that shit, and then the beginning, middle, and end of their life. I like when they they pick specific moments and they make a movie around that. I think that's usually better. Steve Jobs is it's my favorite biopic, the one with Michael Fassbender, and the way they did that is unique. It wasn't like
not the one with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, it's not like that one. That one did more by the numbers, where it's like you see him when he's young, how he got into it and all that. No, this one does it that one does it like it picks the launches, the first Macintosh, then when he went to his next company after he got fired, and then when he came back and launched the iMac, in '97. So it did it in an interesting, unique way, especially for biopics, which I feel like are very dull for the most part. But yeah, I'm into this. I'm gonna check it out for sure in the theater. From that trailer alone, I don't need to see nothing else. I'm ready to see this for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll watch it in the movie theater. I think it really is going to, like you say, it's going to depend on what else is out there at the time. It seems interesting, but I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I'm going to go watch it in theaters. I might. Not going to say no. I probably won't go till like maybe I see some reviews about it.
Yeah.
and stuff like that. If this was coming like straight to and Peacock, which they should really just bring it straight to Peacock, damn it. I would watch it for sure. But I don't know. It looks good to me. It looks good. It looks interesting.
Yeah.
I know you don't like biopics and all that kind of stuff. I do. Like I like the movies. I like stuff like I don't know if you've seen the Blackberry movie with what's
No,
that
I
kid's
didn't
name
see
from
that
the
one. I heard that one was good. Yeah.
what's the kid's name from the 40-year-old virgin? Not the 40-year-old virgin. She's out of my league.
Yeah. Jay
The
Baruchel,
Canadian, yeah, Jay Baruchel. I thought that one was good. I like a lot of those movies. I like the ones. I'm a sucker for the Disney ones like Miracle and
Yeah, I mean,
what's
there's good ones. I mean,
the
I
one with
like.
Kevin Costner where he does the running team and that kind of
Oh
stuff.
yeah. McFarlane Land or whatever.
Yeah, McFarlane USA.
Yeah, they're fine. They just never really like stimulate me, like visually most of the time, or they're just not really super compelling.
What are you fucking trying to get jerked off or something? It doesn't stimulate you.
Yeah, dude, a movie experience, like a good movie experience, should be like a good jerk off session.
I don't know. I think you need to reuse that. Pick a different phrase to use.
No, stimulates my mind, dude. Come on, dude. You know what I mean. So
No, I don't, dude. I thought you were like when you were talking. Hold on, sorry. I'm gonna go off on a side note. So this fucking guy was talking about, and I have to go on record here because he did a list of the 10 best horror movies, right?
Mhm.
And one of his movies on there is Dawn of the Dead, and he talks about how when we went to go see it at the movie theater, it was one of the most.
It is the best.
Dude, you think the guy's gonna jizz his pants the way he's talking about it? It was a great experience. It was a great experience at the movie theater, but it wasn't like this fucking guy makes it seem.
Well, first of
It
all,
was awesome.
First of all, I wasn't speaking for you. I was speaking for myself. I didn't say anything about. I said you had a good time. I didn't go into detail about your experience. I was talking about my experience. Okay.
So for the record, so Paul, who edited the video for us, he messaged me. He's like, "Hey man, I'm actually watching Dawn of the Dead 2004 with my wife right now. We hadn't seen it before." And I hadn't at that moment. I was looking at the video, and I was like, "Hey, Paul, man, I gotta let you know that whole basically creaming my pants over this movie. Like that wasn't me. I liked it a lot, but I wasn't like that for me. All right." And he's like, "Oh, okay. I thought maybe you guys creamed your pants together or something." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Well, I definitely did.
No, but it was. That's probably one of the funnest times at a movie theater because you had a very good audience. Sometimes an audience makes a lot of difference when you're watching a movie.
Video, just how great the audience was. I specifically remember the audience just being synchronized.
It's a pretty interesting list this dipshit here put together for freaking horror movies. So you should definitely check it out. I'll put the link up here somewhere on the top right here so you guys can go check out the list. It's definitely a unique top 10 horror movie list. Some of you guys I don't agree with every movie on there, but not that I don't agree with every movie. I don't agree with some of the placement on there, but go ahead, watch it. Let us know what you think. Let's get back to Saturday Night Live right now, or the Saturday night. Sorry, but again, I'm going to be watching it theaters. Not sure you're going to be watching it in theaters. So let us know what you think. Do you like this type of movie? Are you interested in it as far as the topic being Saturday Night Live? And are you going to watch it in movie theaters or are you going to wait for it to come to streaming? And let us know. We'd appreciate it. And if you guys can hit a like on the video, we'd appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with the rest of our videos. We'd really appreciate it. We're going to be bringing a lot of stuff lives. We're going to be doing a Mount Rushmore thing live where we do a Mount Rushmore for actors, directors, and so on and so forth. And obviously, we're going to be bringing you more trailer reactions as well and more lists. So appreciate you guys if you, again, tap the like button on this video and if you subscribe to the channel. We're 24 Chambers of Film. I'm Nathan. This is Steven. Have a good one.